Hi students, today our topic of discussion is material requirement planning. As we are discussing about that when you place an order for a Maruti car in a Maruti showroom. So when an order is placed in that Udmalpet branch, in Udmalpet showroom, immediately or when you think or immediately the material required for manufacturing a car will be taken care of by MRP. That's material requirement planning software. Just imagine how many components are required for to make a particular car. Just from a surface point of view, you need you can imagine the wheel you need, then horn, glass, and also paint, then gear. So many aspects, so many parts are there. So each one, some items, some parts may be manufactured by Maruti plant itself. For other some other components they have to rely on for the suppliers. So immediately that MRP will analyze the stock level of each and every component required for get a Maruti car ready on a particular date we promise to a customer, and it will automatically that orders will be generated to procure a required materials. So they need not bother about the manual, just like a manual, the manual system, the MRP automatically proceed with the orders. Then let us see about the objectives of material requirement planning. Why you need such a system? Actually, it determines the quantity of timing of a finished goods demanded. As I told you in the example Maruti car, when you place an order for a Maruti car and expecting for a delivery of a same on a particular date for an important occasion or anything else. Suppose that delivery get delayed, definitely the customer get disturbed. So in a present marketing world, consumer oriented market, so consumer satisfaction is a primary agenda for all the manufacturers, all the marketers. They have to keep the customers satisfied. So it's a responsibility of the manufacturers or companies to deliver the product as expected at in an expected time. So just imagine, in the case of a car, so many parts are there. Some parts are there. Unlike, uh, suppose just you are maintaining the inventory plan or all these things, material requirement, material management, inventory management, everything in a manual form. In that case, you have to, so many triggers have to be given for so many human personnel engaged in this maintenance. Inventory management be in the hands of storekeeper, then HR required to produce, and also different materials may be in the hands of different authorities. Everything should be coordinated. It may take so much time, but within a point of time, that software enabled material requirement planning will keep the material requirement updated and ensure that the orders are placed and you will keep the car on roads to a customer as scheduled. So it determines clearly quantity of timing of finished goods. When you will give the you can satisfy your customers as promised in a simple way. Then also it determines the time phase requirement of the demand for the materials, either a components or sub-assemblies, whatever may be. So there is a planning time for each and every component. When you rely on this system based material requirement planning, everything is already programmed. So when you whatever you learned in your material management, minimum level, maximum level, ordering level, reordering level, the danger level, all these are already fed into the computer. So it tells you when it will give you a trigger when you have to place an order for a particular component. So it computes the inventories, work in process, either batch wise, product wise, and manufacturing and packing lead times, and also how much time you need to get the materials from your suppliers. Everything is are coordinated. So it's a time bound journey of material is maintained by the material requirement planning. So we need not have a key, we not invest unnecessarily in the stock. Then actually, it controls inventory. Inventory control is possible by material requirement planning. So how it controls inventory? How it have an inventory control? As I said you in the previous example, in the case of car, the material requirement starts once you place an order. So ordering material and components relates into order received. It correlates material requirement and orders placed received from the customer rather than ordering them from stock level point of view. Actually, it gives due importance for first when you take even the example what I told you, car manufacturing. Now the assessing of material requirement starts once an order is received. So it's fully demand based. So once you have an inventory control or inventory procurement, material procurement on the basis of orders, automatically dead investment inventory will be avoided. You can avoid dead investment in inventory. So here the material maintenance is not from the stock point of view, but from the orders received from the either from the department or from the customers. It also, as I said you already, it improves customer service. You can keep your customers satisfied since you are having a proper delivery schedule. So you are planning for the delivery of the product from the day one when you received an order from your customer. So you can keep your promise fulfilled, and you can shortening the delivery time. It's a important function. You have to keep important thing you have to keep in your mind. Keep your promises regarding delivery schedules. It reduces the delivery inventory cost by reducing inventory level. We already discussed that here orders are not placed or materials are not procured as per the different levels. For example, order level, reordering level, even your product may have reached ordering level. But you know that now for that particular model you won't get any orders from the first model of car. You won't get orders from the customer for the short period of time. Then in that case, even you not go for that particular material, it reaches the ordering level. So now trigger for purchase starts only when an order is placed for that particular car which needs that particular component. So you can reduce the inventory cost by reducing inventory levels. It also improves the operating capacity of your plant. Since you are using the resources productively, you need not keep your production capacity or a plant idle for want of materials. Hope you understood these all the objectives. So the main objective is to make the delivery of goods as scheduled by properly planning your material requirements. So it also mainly tries to reduce the inventory cost and also increases or improves the plant operating capacity by assuring the delivery of the products at a time within a time span. Material requirement planning helps to keep the customers satisfied. So what are all the inputs required for material requirement? Now let us see what are all the requirements for material requirement planning. First one is master production schedule. So it's nothing but it tells a quantity and timing of the end products. So how many units to be produced within a particular, what is the time span within which you have to produce. So it's a specific time plan. Then you need about bill of material file. Second one is bill of material file, shortly called as BOM. It's also known as product structure file. It's nothing but a computerized filing system. Thereby it lists all finished products and also quantity of materials, parts, sub-assemblies and assemblies in each product. So it's very essential. It tells what is a product structure, how many cars they are going to manufacture in a Maruti showroom. In the different brands, they are offering different brand to the customers. For each brand, how many units they have to produce in a particular time, that is their budget. Then also when they are going to make a delivery of the product, what type of materials, what quantity of raw materials required for each brand of car or parts, subparts required, and also finally as making an assembly of a particular each and every product. So bill of material file tells the material required for get a product, particular each and every material required for each and every product to be produced in a particular company. Then inventory status file. The term itself tells you that what it may hold. It contains all the essential information about inventories. So when an order, what items should be ordered, when the order should be released, everything. So this file gives an update information about materials in hand, gross requirements, yeah, when you will get the materials, when you have to release an order for purchase, and also tells about the lot sizes, lead time, safety stock level, etc. So it's nothing but it contains A to Z about materials in hand. Materials secured, materials in hand, then what is ordering level, at what is the lot size you have to order, everything, gross requirements for a particular period, everything will be updated by inventory status file. Routing file. Next one is routing file. Actually, it's a routing file, the term it routes that material maintenance. So it specifies or it tells sequence of operation required to manufacture components, subassemblies and finished goods. So when you take a particular car manufacturing company, they have a different components, engines, then assembling, wheel, all these things, horn, that everything is there. So in that case, it tells the journey of each and every production process. How that sequence goes. What is the first one, second one, third one, like that. The process. You cannot go in the reverse order. No, you cannot first paint the car. Really, that process may be at the end. So it tells so that like for when you take a particular car manufacturer manufacture particular brand of car needs nearly 6 months to get it manufactures. At the end of the 5th month, you may go for painting process. In that case, you need not purchase a paint in the first month, thereby keep your paint as a dead stock in your godown. So that's what that routing file tells, a process, sequence of production process. Next one about master parts file. Actually, it tells about the time schedule required for time schedule of each sub-assemblies. Whenever you produce the components within a plant, in that case, it tells what's the time span or time required for producing each and every component within a factory. And also it tells about lead time for externally procured items. So far we discussed about input required for material requirement planning. Just to recall, master production schedule tells the what how many units to be produced at what time. Bill of material file tells about that material requirement for each and every production process to be take place in an organization. Inventory status file, as it updates the status of materials. Then routing file describes the journey of each and every production process. Master parts file tells about time span for each and every production process. Hope you understood material inputs. Now let us go for the next part, definitely the MRP system outputs. So MRP contains planned order schedule. What is planned order schedule? So it's a plan of the each material to be ordered in each time period. So we are making sub parts, and you take manufacturing that car for each, for example, tire. So what is the purchase process for tires? What is the purchase process for horns? What is the purchase process for that rear that mirrors and all? Likewise, each and every part is given due importance, and also for paints, everything they will have a planned order schedule for each and every quantity of materials required for the production process. Though then the order may be purchase order on the supplies of production order. Actually, the order may be purchase order on the suppliers or production orders for the parts or sub-assemblies on production departments. Suppose there is any change in this order, there may be reschedule notices will be given. So planning reports like inventory forecast, purchase commitment reports, stock out incidents, they have to go. That MRP authorities go inventory forecast. We cannot go bluntly, so blunt. We have to go forecast how many orders possibly we may get in the month of October, November, December, like that, or year 24, 21, 22, like that. Then purchase commitment reports and also stock out incidents. When there is suppose any stock out incidences, that should be given. So all these will be given for what? Project capacity requirement. So there should be a proper, in the case of output system, there must be a order schedule for each and every component. They should include the rescheduling notices also. So ultimately, why should we need MRP? Why should we go for MRP? First one, it reduces inventory substantially. Then in the case of purchase department can have a proper schedule for each and every purchases. Then MRP can improve flow of work, thereby reduce unnecessary delay in manufacturing cycle. There is no need to go for rescheduling of manufacturing cycle. So it reports the changes in demand. Automatically, a company's ability to customers order get improved. What are all the limitations? Everything has both the sides. So what may be the limitations or difficulties you may face out of MRP? Actually, you have to maintain proper integrity must be there between files and records relevant to the data. The quality is directly influenced by data accessibility, up-to-dateness and accuracy. How to maintain, you have to be updated in your system informations. Lack of integrity is a major failure of MRP system. Actually, sometimes it's not satisfactory because of some bottlenecks. Actually, computer-based system depends on input, so the success of MRP depends upon quality of inputs you give. So you have to feed the data properly. Thank you for listening.